People living in one Pinellas County community say they are fed up with short-term rentals plaguing their neighborhoods. They say transients are trashing their streets, changing what used to be a quiet community. ABC Action News reporter Lydia Vasquez explains what residents say they're dealing with and the next step city officials are taking.
Here in Indian Rocks Beach, the water is your backyard. The trees blow with the breeze, and it's hard to ignore the homey feeling in the air. But people who live here tell me that's how it used to feel.
As you drive up and down our street here, you can see the number of signs. People are just outraged. That's what's happened to our once peaceful, safe city.
These signs read homes, not hotels. And a 30-year resident, John Van Still, says just on Harbor Drive, there are more than 20 short-term rentals. The issue? Van Still tells me hundreds of strangers fill up these rentals, throw large parties, trash the streets, and people living there no longer feel safe.
One of our neighbors up the street, a drunk, was pounding on his windows at 2 in the morning, walked around the house, climbed his staircase, and was pounding on the windows of his bedroom. He didn't know what house he was in. He was too drunk.
Van Still says there are hundreds of short-term rentals throughout the city, forcing so many of his friends and neighbors to leave their once forever home.
2 of our commissioners couldn't take it anymore, and they left. And the tragedy is that when they sell their homes, they're bought up by investors that turn them into short-term rentals. So the problem is metastasizing. It's like a cancer crawling over our city, and it's just going to ruin the fabric of a neighborhood.
I reached out to Mayor Cookie Kennedy. She tells me this is an ongoing issue.
We have probably, a dozen to 2 dozen short-term rentals that periodically are a problem for the specific reasons that I told you: parking, the amount of people, noise. I'm very concerned with safety for our residents that are in the residential community.
Kennedy says the city is currently looking at how other communities enforce regulations, adding it's important to note that there are short-term rentals that do follow the rules. But Van Still tells me short-term rentals have no place in residential areas.
The word residential has no meaning if you have commercial lodgings for transients in there. We want to apply all the regulations and enforce all the regulations that are possible to make it a safer, quieter place.
There's a special commission meeting on Tuesday where city leaders will hear from residents on how to further address this issue. In Pinellas County, Lydia Vasquez, ABC Action News.